Hey, you guys, welcome back to My Messy Life. I'm Heather P. Welcome to season 2. Okay, so for season 2, I am going to be telling funny, messy stories, everyday things, just how messy life can be. And I'd love if you guys want to share. So DM me, email me, mymessylife5150 at Gmail, and tell me your messy story. If you guys want to be on my podcast, we can do lunch with Heather P. We don't actually have to have lunch, but if you guys want to get your messy story out there, I can read it on my podcast, do it on TikTok. I know you guys can too, but let's be real. People don't want to put themselves out there. And I can understand it's hard. If, like I said, if it wasn't for my bucket list. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How has your weekend been? Can you guys believe it's almost July? My weekend's been really good, except I am not feeling my best. It just has been rough. My 2 front teeth have been hurting. My one in particular in the front. It's been rough. And I know they're going to be like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do. We don't want to touch it unless we absolutely have to because you have strep and staph in the bone and we don't want to release that. And I don't want you to release it. But at the same time, are we sure them roxicillin still working? I feel like I have the flu, just tired, ran down. I just, you guys, and my face is hurting a lot more than usual. And it's always hot, like up there in my tongue. And I can feel it. And it's always just been hot. And lately it's been really, really warm. My eye's been bugging me and lots of pain in my eye. It's just me complaining. And I shouldn't be complaining. I shouldn't. I'm sorry. You're right. I need to quit doing that. I do. But you guys, when it's like all day, every day, and that's all you can think about, it's kind of hard, But I'm trying to do better. I really am. But you guys are my friends, and that is what my messy life is for. So I hope you guys can relate. I mean, I know it's not the exact same thing that I have, but I mean, I'm sure everyone has something, And I don't think it has to be exactly the same to relate and to understand. So anyway, I want to know, how was your guys this weekend? And if you guys have some messy stories, there is a squirrel outside my window right now, and I just cannot stop looking at him because he's super cute. It actually reminds me of this story I got to tell you guys. This weekend, we went to this beautiful wedding. Thank you for including us, too. It was gorgeous. It was at Big Cottonwood Canyon. And you guys, I have to say, I have driven by where it was located thousands of times, hundreds, thousands of times. And I had no idea that this place existed. Not a one. It is a waterfall, this beautiful creek with a bridge. And it even has bathrooms, the ones that they do at like concerts where they bring out and there's like stairs to get up to them and there's water. There was they were cleaning it as we were getting there because it was early. And they put out a potted plant right in between both sides of the bathroom, the male and the female. Crazy, right? I mean, I was like, wow, that's impressive. Now, I've never been in this area for a few reasons. One, it just looks like a parking lot and you pay a fee. And I'm like, I don't want to pay a fee. There's plenty of free parking. And there's, I didn't know really much about this area except it's big for rock climbers. And that's what I figured it was just for. There is an area that says picnic benches, but I didn't really think much of it. Okay. So they had their wedding here in an amphitheater, and I'm going to give it away. It's called Storm Mountain, you guys. For my few listeners out there, go check it out. It's freaking awesome. Tell your friends. This is a great place for people even in wheelchairs. Okay. I look for spots for people with wheelchair accessibility because that's something that is in my life or could be in my life. So that's something I do take in consideration, especially on hikes. And there's not a lot of that. And this was really cool. So you go in, it's called Storm Mountain, Big Cottonwood Canyon. You go in and you can either get online and pay or you just pay for the day for parking. And you go in and there's picnic benches, but a lot of them are already reserved. So check. And it's just a few steps up this little small incline. And you could take a wheelchair up this, you could take a stroller up this, and you can go right there to the stream. I've put the video on TikTok and Instagram if you guys want to check it out. And you go up a little bit further and it's a little tiny outlook and you can see the waterfall. It's so cute. And you can still keep walking and keep pushing a wheelchair for quite a while. It was beautiful. They had it at the amphitheater. Now, remember, my daughter does have health issues. Okay, she has some heart issues. So, yes, she might be in a wheelchair one day. So, yes, I do look at that. And I was worried about how far this walk was because you have to understand for her standing for 5 minutes is like us running a marathon. Okay? Her heart beats over 200 to 220 a minute. Ridiculous. Her body doesn't produce sodium. Okay, I'm saying too much. Anyway, so I was worried about how far it would be. It really wasn't very far. She could do it just fine. I could do it just fine with my imbalanced neuropathy. It wasn't very far. It was probably like a 2-minute walk, if that. It was gorgeous. And the backdrop is the rock. And yes, there can be rock climbers. So if you guys do your wedding here, remember you're just reserving the space. You're not reserving the rocks that they're climbing. But everyone was very respectful. Everyone waited until the wedding was over before they climbed any of the rocks behind us. But it was gorgeous. But during this, you'll see this fun little video. This squirrel, and I don't think this is the native squirrel to Utah. We've had some squirrels here that I don't know how they got here. I can't remember the story. I could look it up. But in the last few years, they've been wreaking havoc, and they're big squirrels. And yeah, they're not native here, but they've kind of taken over. This looked like one of those squirrels. He was really, really big, and he really wanted the food on the table. Oh, bless his heart. He was trying so hard. He was going to get it. He was trying for a good hour while they were putting the table together. I mean, I'm one of those people, I live in the moment, and I forget to take my phone out, you guys. I am not one of those people that something's happening and I'm grabbing my phone. I'm one of those people that something's happening, I'm like running to help. And then afterwards I'll get on and be like, did you see that? And of course she didn't, but I'll tell you about it. I'm one of them. And so, yeah, I got my phone out to do the wedding and I noticed in the corner of my eye, he was going to try to get it. So you'll see that video. And that's the best I got. But everyone was really on top of it and they kept the squirrels away. But can we just talk about the bride for a moment? If you go see the video, gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you guys, she was beautiful. Her dress, it reminded me of like the 1920s. Gorgeous. I mean, the way she just pulled it off, it was beautiful. And their love, you guys, you could feel their love. It was so nice to be there and included. And just, you guys, thank you if you are listening. Beautiful wedding, beautiful couple. And I wish you many years of love, communication, and happiness. I really do. And remember, it's work. It's work. Relationships are work. That's a whole nother podcast, and we're not even going to get onto that today. No, I've got a messy story. Let's do a quick messy story, okay? I'm jumping on today for a few things. Excuse me, these fires are kicking my butt, you guys. We've got some serious wildfires here, and the ash, the air, it's a lot. And from my breathing, if you can't hear it in my voice, you can hear me wheeze. It's been a lot. But anyway, quick, I just want to let you guys know that I am going to keep on with my season 2. I'm going to be looking for your messy stories. Let me know how you'd like me to read them. Podcast, TikTok, whatever. And I'll be telling my own messy stories because God knows I've got plenty of them. I'm also going to be having lunch dates. I do have a lunch date that I will be putting up tonight, if not first thing tomorrow. I had one of the best lunch dates, and I hope you guys enjoy it. There are polls that are included in this lunch date episode. I really hope you guys contribute to the polls. Please, I know that our guests would really appreciate it. And I hope you guys love this lunch date as much as I did. And I really hope we can get him to come back because she was amazing. Okay? Amazing. All right. So here's my messy story. It's nothing like huge. It's just fun. So my husband reminded me of it the other day. I forget my stories until I'm talking to somebody. And then, my ADHD, I'll remember. And I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Anyway, so I was 22, 21, and I was with my BFF. It was summertime. And we were going to go visit one of our really good friends who just got a job. And she's a bank teller. And you guys, we were just out of high school. We took some time off. We were having a good time. And this is like her real big, serious job. So we're like, woo, we are so proud of you. I can't remember if we were going to go to lunch. I think that's what we were doing, or if we were picking her up after and celebrating. But either way, we were going to her job. We wanted to get there a little bit early to see her in action, see her working, see her as a working girl. So we got out of the car, we parked. It was in Brickyard next to Harmon's. If you know, you know. So we were walking up and we were all giggling and be like, oh, we can't wait to see her. Oh, ha, ha, ha. And we noticed this guy is walking really, really fast by us. And what draws us to him is that he has this horrible wig. And this wig looks like, I mean, you can tell it's like the synthetic, like shiny, horrible, you bought at the dollar store wig. And it was long. It went to like past his shoulders and it looked like it was trying to be curled, but wasn't. And it looked way too big for him. Like it covered his whole forehead. And I remember the sunglasses. They were all black, but they were the same sunglasses you could get like at Kmart that were like black on the sides. And then like the glasses itself were like neon. They were like that, but all black. Okay. And I remember he had a brown bag he was carrying and a white t-shirt. That's what I remember. And I remember he was going really fast. And I remember my BFF and I looking at each other and we're both like, oh my God, is he going to rob it? Oh my God, he's going to rob it. We got to go see if he robs it. Let's go see if he robs it. We're not thinking about our friend. We're not thinking about how's he going to rob it. We're just like, oh my God, he's going to rob it. We're kids. We're stupid. I don't think we really thought it was going to happen. I mean, it's Utah. Nothing really big happens here. So I don't think we were really thinking much about it. So we start walking kind of fast, like kind of like slow jogging. And he's already getting up to the teller by the time we get in there. And we kind of stop a few feet from the door to watch what's happening. And there's just a few people in there. I think there's like 2 or 3 other people besides like 2 or 3 tellers. And we see our friend. And she's behind the thing. And I don't believe, from my memory, now I'll have to ask BFF, but my memory, I don't believe the robber went to our friend. I do believe he went to another teller. And I remember looking at them and my BFF and I were like, oh my gosh, he's doing it. Oh my gosh, he's doing it. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's going to happen? And it was just all very quiet. And I remember the energy was just like, there's something wrong here, energy. And you could see her to start filling the bag. And my best friend and I are like, oh my God, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's robbing it. He's robbing it. And he gets his bag and he turns around and he casually kind of walks by us. Now, I remember kind of a check to me. I remember like he did a check, a shoulder check. I could be wrong. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. But I do remember he walked right past us. And I remember thinking, this wig is awful. This is just awful. And I remember him not being very tall. He was either as tall as me or just a little bit taller. And my BFF and I run to the door because we're just like right there. And we want to see where he's going and if we can get a license plate. Well, if you guys know the area, it's still a bank. It's just another bank right now. But he ran down the hill by TJ Maxx and Hobby Lobby. Is that Hobby Lobby? He ran down there. So lost track of him. We turned around, went and make sure our friend was fine. She was okay. And we were all like, oh my gosh, can you believe that just happened? I can't believe it. And the cops came. And of course, we gave him the best description we could and told him everything. But there wasn't much to say, right? I mean, we didn't really see much but a horrible wig. And we were still in shock. But at the same time, we were like, whoa, we can't believe that just happened. That was thrilling, but scary, but whoa. I mean, it was a lot at once. So anyway, that's my messy story. Did he get caught? Yes. He did rob a few other banks in that month. I think he got like $5,000 from that bank, which is quite a bit if you ask me. I think that's a lot of money, but some people are like, oh, that's not very much. To me, that's a lot. Okay, I could use that. I could go to Florida with my girl that I've been wanting to do. So just saying, I could use that. But I'm not going to go rob a bank. But whoa, I've got to say, I didn't know what to expect, but it was something. It was something. So if you guys have any messy stories, have you been in anything like that? Do you know anyone that's been in anything like that? I know there's people out there that have. So let me know. Let me know. I'm curious. I do have some more messy stories I'll be posting this week. Since they're kind of small and short, I'll do a few this week. And yeah, look for my lunch date because she is amazing and adorable and it's great. So yeah. Oh, and my Utah thing, it's going to be quick. July 24th, you guys. It's Pioneer Day. It's the day Utah was settled and found. They even do a whole pioneer reenactment where they come down with the horses and the carts and all dressed up as pioneers. It's hot too. Not today. Today's cold. There's a lot of fires, but pray for us, you guys. But anyway, they shut everything down. We do a huge parade. People sleep on the street the night before. It's a thing. So if you guys are ever visiting, try to come July 24th. It's super fun and you'll get to know Utah really, really well. I'll touch more on that later. But yeah, you guys, thanks again for joining me for My Messy Life. I'm Heather P. And until next time, stay messy, you guys. Perfection is boring. Thank you, guys.